What's going on, and welcome back to some more of the Bazaar. We just did our warm-up run and it did not go so great in the actual release of the game here. But we got our free rank ticket, so we're gonna go ahead and try that. Hopefully we could do a little bit better, but so far in ranked I have not been very successful. Usually I get the first chest and that's it. That's where my ranked run ends. But let's see if we can maybe do a little bit better. I would be disappointed to not at least get the first chest, because we kind of need those to hopefully earn a new character sometime soon. And yeah, that last run was just like, it just wasn't working out for us, huh? Again, I think I'm going to go with similar strategies that I explained last time. I'm going to go for the income. And I think what I did wrong in the last run is I messed up our ability to pivot onto a run that I think would have been better, because the big ticket items, our run didn't synergize with them, but I should have just picked them up anyways and then waited for me to get something that did synergize with it. I think that was my mistake. This is an awkward situation, so we only have one opportunity to get some items before our first fight, but the only items we can get are non-weapon items. So that means we probably won't be able to do any damage unless we get burn or poison. Star Chart. Okay, last time I talked about how much I love Star Chart. We're going to buy this first just because it'll pump up its value. We're going to buy Star Chart even though we might not use it right away. And then we're going to reroll and look for more stuff. Okay, then do I buy the power? I'm going to buy these two for sure. Do I care? I think I buy this just in case I get like an early double barrel. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it all. Okay, so we're probably gonna fight Viper again. Haunted Kimono? I can't remember what Haunted Kimono gives. All I can remember is that it's terrible. And like, I fought Haunted Kimono and told myself afterwards that I will never fight it again because the item that the like possible options were so bad. They might have buffed it since 1.0. I don't think I've fought it in 1.0. But I think the possible benefits from Viper are just too good to not go for. So what do we actually want to put in? Jellyfish is a good one, especially with Chimera. Ambergris just really sucks. The only reason I bought this was now every time we buy an aquatic item, this thing's value goes up. So essentially, I'm just using it as like something to hold money, like a piggy bank or something for me, which I could sell later. We're in an awkward situation where Star Chart might be the best thing to put in, even though it's only going to be adjacent to one item, because I need something to be adjacent to the jellyfish. Or I could just go... I'm going to actually do this. This is not an aquatic item, right? No. I'm just going to go Pop Snappers and Powder Flask. This build kind of sucks, like really bad, but it should be able to beat Viper. And so we'd be really happy with Toxic Fang or Extract, I think. We get Gland. Gland gives us one regen, I guess. Upgrade. So I did say how much I like the Curio Salesman. I almost always go for him. We almost have enough gold for me to actually rationalize going to him right now, but I don't think we have quite enough. And we don't have enough items that would actually benefit from him. This is like the best thing we could get is like items that buff poison on jellyfish and items that buff fire on pop snappers. So we're in a situation where we can't really go to him. Gland will wait just a second. It's got to be upgrade. Who are we upgrading? I guess just jellyfish? This is a really bad situation, I think, again. Clamera's not a bad upgrade either. Gland is not an aquatic item. I want to try and, like, for our first fight, try and make, like, jellyfish have permanent haste to at least give us a chance to win.
Smart shopper buy vintage. New is for suckers.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Can't remember what Strange Mushroom gives, but I think we're going Strange Mushroom no matter what here. Get 4 gold or a neutral item. I almost always go neutral item, but like it can't be an aquatic item. So 4 gold is probably more useful. Oh no, our build is so... We're gonna die day 1. Or at least lose day 1 fight, for sure. This build sucks. Give me the neutral item, maybe it's something cool. Junkyard Repair Bot is definitely not better than Pop Snappers, I don't think. Well, maybe it is, actually. I have no idea. I'm not going to use it, but... yeah, we didn't really make anything happen, so I guess we sell Gland just to give us 1 regen. Is that going to be the difference maker? Probably not. No, I think we lose this fight for sure.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
A 1-item katana build is probably just going to murder the crap out of us. Luckily, he's not really critting with his 10% crit chance, but he's still just going to kill us so fast it doesn't really matter. Oh, he crit us. We can maybe survive 1 more hit? It's not enough. You know, it was closer than I feel like this should have been. Yeah, I mean, he had an average of about 10%. He crit once, I think. Maybe he crit twice. I didn't see if he crit early on in the fight or not. The regen was almost good enough for us to win that. Yeah, this build was terrible, but I didn't have any better options, so that's what it was. Alright, what do we got? We got no transformation synergies. Might go for a haste item. I think a haste item might be better than talking to JJ here. Fishing rod. Oh, fishing rod's only a 5-second cooldown? I thought it was a 9-second cooldown. Did they buff it? So the cool thing about fishing rod is you get free items. So it's kind of like shovel last run, where I was just using it for free items that we could sell. Usually in the past, like, I almost never put shovel in unless it's like the first day and I just don't have anything going for me. And usually I wouldn't put in fishing rod either, but it might be good enough. If we haste, but do I want to haste Clamera? I'd be better off flopping these two and doing that, right? Because then Jellyfish should have infinite haste once Fishing Rod goes off once. Because it gets 4 seconds of haste when Fishing Rod goes off. Does this build any good? No, not really. So that's a bit of a problem. This part is the issue. This part doesn't do anything. We're investing a powder flask on Pop Snappers, but the Pop Snappers suck. I don't think we're going to be winning any fights against players for the foreseeable future. 4% crit chance is okay. We don't have any weapons, so this is point. I'm just gonna reroll and hope we get something usable. This is only temporarily usable. It works right now, but I think we're gonna have too many items soon. We have no shield items, so that's useless. I guess this? And we could just buy and sell weapons for a while? This is bad. We got nothing going for us right now.
So, like,
Okay,
9 years.
jungle, we remember Vanessa could get a silver item. I'm probably gonna go XP, but there is a chance I could go Colt and look for a double barrel. Because we have the stuff to make a double barrel happen. We got Star Chart and we got Powder Flask. I think we just like hope I get a double barrel. Or something good. Oh my gosh. Do I buy this? Well, what I buy? This is a weapon. No, it's not even a weapon. Oh. I'm gonna buy this because if I'm gonna reroll, but if we don't find anything, then this is gonna be what we have to do. Or we could go grenade. I'm gonna buy the grenade anyways, though, because it gives us 20 max HP.
You ever head out to the dunes? Tell 'em
Okay, buy the grenade. Reroll. There's a double barrel and a bolus. Okay, that's all of our gold. Should I buy the... Should I sell stuff for the bolus as well? Okay, let me do this. Sell the junkyard repair bot. Again, we're never going to use this, but I figured I'd just put it on that anyways. So what's going to happen here? The jellyfish sucks, but the jellyfish is what I upgraded. What can we do? Day 2 grenade without reloading seems kind of bad. Oh, this. Is this any good? It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Now I wish I had the left-hand weapon or what. Did we get offered left-hand weapon or did we get offered right-hand weapon? If we got left-hand, it would work. Right-hand, it wouldn't work because the powder flask can't be to the left of the double barrel if it's on the right side of the star chart. Is this gonna work? No, probably not. I don't think we're gonna win with this build. How much damage do bolas do? You know, the bolus does more damage than the grenade, probably. Unless the grenade crits, of course, but... Can we even beat Rogue Scrapper? I don't think we can. Oh no, everything's going wrong. There's really no reason for me to run Jellyfish over the bolus, right? It has a 10% crit chance. I mean, we have a decent amount of max health. Rogue Scrapper doesn't do that much damage. Our one regen might make us win this fight in the long run. The problem is the double barrel is going to be shooting faster than the powder flask can renew the ammo. Oh no. We just have no consistent damage, right? Like, jellyfish is our only consistent damage and it's not enough. Especially because he has healing. Yeah, no problem. Slay the Spire is great. It's a very fun game. It's very addicting too. I would definitely recommend trying it, especially if you already have it. It's a great game. We're going to try Rogue Scrapper. I think there's like a 50% chance we lose here, though. Okay, it slowed the bolus. Not the worst thing in the world, because the bolus is going to run out of ammo anyways. This is not great. I don't actually think we can win. Oh no. Come on. No, if the double... Nah, it wouldn't work. Even if the double barrel... It needed ammo first. Okay. Like, come on. It did 420 damage. What more do you want from me? Look. We maybe should have fought an easier guy. This is already going horribly wrong, huh? Small and medium items. Do we have... We don't really have enough money to be visiting a shop. And we don't have any large items to sell to you. Maybe just get an item. That's not gonna help. Weapons or Finn? We actually have a decent amount of early max health. So Finn is more valuable early game than he would be in other situations. But we just got nothing going for us right now, huh? The problem is what am I looking for with weapons? I mean, I guess I need to stop thinking like that. I'd be looking for any weapon or an upgrade to double barrel. Any good weapon. But we don't have enough money to be doing that. Even if I sold everything, it wouldn't... It might get us a little... Like, I could sell... I'm gonna go Finn.
Now this is health
And get the 5 regen.
literally.
Can we beat this guy? I think he lost day 1, but won day 2. I don't think we can beat him. This build sucks. Again.
To dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
You do see these tusks.
Okay, he's got burn and shield and healing. Uh-oh, this item's gonna kill us, right? I always lose. Whenever I see the matchbox, I always lose. It's not even close. We can't even deal damage to this guy. Yeah. We just haven't... Like, our skills don't... Our one skill is just giving us max health. Like, we don't actually have anything going for us. Ah, okay. So, I mean, the good thing is losing player fights early is not that detrimental. We still have plenty of chances for our build to get better. And I think Nufu is a good start for trying to do that. You have at least 7 things in play. We don't have any poison. Oh, the random item we got off of fishing rod is catfish. Gives us the 2... But we have no way to haste catfish right now. So final dose. I really just want to go noisy cricket. But we can't keep using double barrel. That's not going to work. I think I need to go final dose. Because the problem, if you think about noisy cricket, even if we do get to level 3, we would only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. We'd have to either drop double barrel or star chart to get to 7 items. And we don't have enough weapons for that to be viable. I could reroll, but I don't have enough money for that. Like, I have enough money, but it's not going to work out. We're going to spend all of our money. I don't have any shielding. I think we just pivot to poison. Mountain Pass. It's probably got to be Mountain Pass. Mountain Pass can get us back into the game, I think. We could get the guaranteed 1 XP, which would mean that we definitely get to level 3 before the next fight. Or we could fight something and get a chance at 2 XP. I think we need to take the guarantee, because if we don't get an XP, I think we're doomed against the next thing that we gotta fight. I'm gonna take this. We need that level up. Okay, we could get 6 gold, 2 gold, and a loot item. We don't have any sale synergies. Although a loot item, if it gave us a poison item, would be really good right now. I think I should just take the gold for after the monster fight, so we can hopefully visit a shop. Okay, so eccentric. We really want the eccentric item. So what I think we're going to do is we're dropping Bolas, and we're going to pivot to this poison. What side? Rightmost poison item. The jellyfish is going to be going off more than the catfish, because actually maybe not. It might, because it should be hasted most of the time. So I think this little core right here, the catfish gets reduced cooldown by the star chart and crit chance. This little core right here should do a lot of poison. The question is, do I even want to keep the double barrel? Oh wait, I do have a way to haste the catfish. Oh, hold on. We need to rethink everything. We might go seashell then. I go like this. Now I can haste the catfish. And it has reduced cooldown because of star chart. And then go like this. Reduce that by 10%. And then put this on the side of the jellyfish. Okay, so now we're on like a full poison build. We'll keep the double barrel just in case. And the powder flask. I think a lot of the other items are probably for sale now. Can this beat the eccentric? Maybe. I mean, we got a lot of aquatic items. Star chart, unfortunately, not aquatic, but everything else is aquatic. We might be able to do it. And then we're hoping for rigged. Rigged is just so good. But rigged is especially good with catfish, too. Okay, so he's gonna shield a whole... Oh, this actually might be bad because we have no way to deal damage to his shield, and he deals more damage the more shield he has. But we have our own shield, which will mitigate some of it. Okay, we got problems. Our regen is definitely doing a lot of work. Oh, no! This broke our... It was so close! We were one poison tick away from win... Oh my gosh. Everything's going wrong. We were one poison tick away from winning. Do we have anything that can be transformed? We could transform pop snappers into something completely random, I guess. I don't know if that's a good strategy. I'd be better off just looking for items here, right?
How do you hugelings use these things?
When you haste, charge this too. The only haste I have is from this. Oh, no, I guess I have haste on this, too. Yeah, give me the pufferfish.
Raccoon instead.
Probably don't need narwhal. And then we could maybe use seaweed. The problem is I'm probably not going to get enough max health for seaweed to ever be worth it. So is there any good way for me to get pufferfish in here? I think I kind of got to wait until I get to level 4. Because I'd have to take both of these out, right? And then we're getting less haste on the jellyfish, so then it's almost not even worth it. Let's say I took out Star Chart. Is Star Chart worth it? It's decent for this. It's probably good for this as well. And the 10% crit chance. The 10% crit chance is doing nothing for this, though. Just doubling down on more poison. Because we're hasting a lot. So this guy's going to start off with only 8 seconds left on his cooldown. The question is he better all the way to the right, or is Jellyfish better on the right? Also, our shielding gets better by us taking out Star Chart. I think it's probably so close that Jellyfish, it's fine either way. Alright, we're not healing. Don't really have enough money for gumballs. And we don't really have enough things that would benefit from gumballs. Let's see if Andy can give us something useful. That's probably good enough. It doesn't tell me what we get. I think we just get maybe 5 more shield per item.
You wanna buy that? I mean,
Yeah, for some reason it wasn't telling me what the upgrade was. It usually does when you're buying items. Don't need the piranha. Do I really do this? I mean, we got a lot of items we could sell. That is not gonna do it. Should I buy the silencer just in case? Silencer is one of those items that could really make a double barrel build happen. This is what I didn't do last time, so I think I am gonna try it this time. Is buy the silencer just in case things come back together for the double barrel build. This person lost, I think, day 1. Actually, I don't know if, because they're on day 3, I don't know if it shows if they won day 3 or lost day 3. I think maybe it doesn't show yet. I lost day 1 and day 2. So I assume they just won both days.
go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more
I think they're probably going to beat me. I don't think our poison build is good enough yet.
But if you insist.
Oh, yeah, they have lifesteal. Might be okay. We're going to scale really hard. Do they have any crit chance? They have a lot of crit chance. Okay, that's kind of bad. Okay, they did crit immediately. So we're dead in one more hit. They do have Life Preserver as well. Yeah, I'm just dead, I think, here to this hit. Oh, he didn't crit the second time. Did he already use Life Preserver? Yeah, he did. We actually won.
More plunder.
Wow. Okay, I mean, to be fair, it was in our favor that he didn't crit both times, right? So. But there was a non-zero chance that he does crit both times and we just lose. Who's doing all the poisoning? Catfish is actually pulling through. So maybe it would be better to flop Catfish over to the right side. Actually, that would make more sense anyways, because the fishing rod next to the jellyfish would be better. I wasn't thinking about that. There's actually a more optimized way to do this. And now that we know that Catfish is actually going off more than jellyfish here. And then it doesn't really matter where I have seashell. We got a chum. Buys medium items. Might be time. I don't know. Do I sell the double barrel? This is an opportunity to sell the double barrel. We do not have a lot of money. Oh, jeez. And his reroll cost is really high. Yeti Crab is interesting. The problem with Yeti Crab is he's so slow. His cooldown is so long. But he synergizes with poison things. Like if I put him here instead of Clamera, he'd be giving both of these one more poison. I don't want to put him over here because then I need another poison item to the right of it. But, like, these are both already going to have gone off before he goes off once. And this going off at the start is kind of good for jellyfish. Do I reroll? We have so many things I could sell, it might be worth it. I don't think Yeti Crab is good enough. Okay. We're definitely taking this because it slows 2 items. And then, do we sell stuff for the silencer? Probably. I'm still not sure we're going to use the silencer. But it might be worth our time to make sure that we have a gold silencer. Okay. Ooh, we have 0 gold, but an aquatic store. And the only other thing is just grab a random item. Let's go here. We have value that, like, we could sell this for lots of value. A Luso Ray is interesting. I don't think I want these. But if I want to reroll, I gotta sell stuff if I want to reroll. Do I sell this? I really don't want to sell this little core of items here, just in case. But I think it's about time to give up on that strategy. When you slow, charges 2. I do slow at the start of every fight. Also really like Pearl. I don't think there's any way I could afford Lighthouse anyways. If I sold all this, that's only 7 gold. And if I sold Star Chart, that would make me afford it. But I think I'm better off just buying Catfish and Pearl.
I'm sure you sailors know how to use that.
And then we can't quite do anything with Pearl, because I think Seashell's probably a little bit better right now. But every item we have is aquatic. So Pearl's going to be pretty good. We might still be looking for, like, Water Wheel. We're only level 3. I don't think we could beat Hellbilly at level 3. If we were level 4, I think we could. I've never fought Dervish. I do sometimes fight Bloodreef Raider when I don't think I can beat Hellbilly. But I don't remember what Bloodreef Raider does. There's one silver guy, not Hot Pepper. I know Hot Pepper is a mistake to fight. There's another silver guy that I feel like every time I fight him, I die to him. It might be Bloodreef Raider. Maybe I just fight Dervish. We only lose 1 gold, and it gives us a chance to learn a little bit. What does this guy have? We would like one of these clockwork blades, probably, so we could just sell it. Or the crit chance is fine, too. Or the money's fine. Really, we just don't want the shoes. That is if we even can live. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Honestly, anything but the shoes is fine. And there's the shoes. Well, at least we will sell the shoes. Okay, we could upgrade a bronze item. So now we can put Pearl in. What else am I gonna put in? So Pearl is interesting. Pearl has a 5-second cooldown, so it's gonna go next to Jellyfish because Pearl is always gonna go off faster than 5 seconds. Now, what else would I put in is the question. I guess the shoe, because I have nothing else. So, I either upgrade the Pearl or I upgrade the Fishing Rod. The Fishing Rod will start to give us, I think, silver aquatic items if I upgrade it. But the Pearl is really good because we have almost all aquatic items. So it's going to give a lot of shield. Well, the problem here is we're not going to know what the upgrade for Fishing Rod does. I'm pretty sure the Pearl upgrade gives it 10 more shield. The Fishing Rod upgrade, I don't know what it does. I'm pretty sure it will give us silver aquatic items at the start of the day, but it must also buff the other effect, right? Maybe give us 3 seconds of haste? Is that worth it? It's probably worth it. I think we get the Fishing Rod. The only bad thing about the Fishing Rod is if we were to get... we are going to go docks because we have Star Chart. The only bad thing about this is if we get Water Wheel, the Fishing Rod is going... Oh, it did not buff haste at all. So it's just going to give us a silver item then, I assume. But yeah, if we get Water Wheel, then I would replace Fishing Rod and obviously the boots. Okay, docks. Go Star Chart, gives us a lot of gold and an XP. Don't really want a burn item. Lost Crate, we could get a random skill. That is completely useless. Okay, that sucks. How's this guy doing? He has not won a single fight. So, yeah, I mean, Boots stays in because this does nothing if we take it out for Boots. I could put it in with Boots, I guess, but I think just having all these aquatic items is better. I mean, we do a decent amount of poison. It could be okay. And I still think Chlamera next to Jellyfish is slightly better than Pufferfish next to Jellyfish. Because we're not hasting quite fast enough. And this gives us an extra haste for that anyways. And then Pearl is also going to give a lot of haste to Jellyfish.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Okay, what's this guy doing? He has lots of poison too. I have a feeling our poison might be a little bit better than his poison. Oh, he gets lifesteal immediately. That's interesting. Okay, we are doing slightly more poison, but not a lot more. Our poison scales, though, with Catfish here. Come on. We have twice his poison. Okay, thank you. The boot actually killed him. Granted, that does not mean the boot is useful. It just... like, any other item there probably would have been more useful than the boot. But the boot did kill him. The boot did actually also crit once. Which I guess it should have, because it has a 30% crit rate. How much poison are we getting? 60 out of this, 40 out of this, the least out of the Jellyfish. This went off 8 times. This did a lot of shielding. So the thing about the Pearl is not necessarily being used for the shield. The shield is just a bonus. The Pearl is being used for the Pearl is going off, and therefore proccing other things like Jellyfish. And if we get Water Wheel, that. Yeah, this guy had double poison. Yeah, he has like a useless... I mean, I guess he's putting that on Letter Opener, but... okay, we get a chance to upgrade. Could upgrade Pearl here. Oh, we got... I hate that... For some reason, they made it... So you can see we have 2 silver seashells. I don't know why it's even an option to get 2 of the same item. Like, I get that. I've sometimes seen interesting builds where someone is using 2 of the same item, so I guess it does have its benefits. But I at least wish there was a way for me to combine these 2 items. Be like, I just want a gold seashell, but there is no way for me to do that. Which is weird, because if I were to buy a silver seashell right now, it would automatically make my seashell gold, right? But if I randomly get a silver seashell, there's no way for me to combine them. So I think maybe they should make it so shops don't automatically upgrade items, and instead you buy it and then you can choose to upgrade it. I think that would be maybe a better way to do it, but, you know, it's not my game. So, and there are intricacies to it not being like that, so... So are we just upgrading Pearl here? I guess I could just put in a second seashell, right? The second seashell is probably better than the boots. I think I am just upgrading Pearl. Because JJ is a little bit too gamble.
You say old. I say thoroughly test.
Ooh, the keen of the blade.
So now Pearl is twice as effective at providing shields, at least. We get 4 regen, but we already got a decent amount of regen. Transform. I could just transform the boots. But actually Kina's valuable for us because we have no weapons. Also, I wonder, because I'm running 2 seashells, if I found a seashell right now, would it upgrade one of them? I assume it would just upgrade the furthest left one. Anyways, Catfish is great because Catfish is doing our most poison anyways. So that's the easy pickup. Wanted Poster is interesting because Wanted Poster is an item that you can just keep in your chest. And as long as you're winning player fights, it gives you 1 extra XP. Now, it has more effects if you put it on the field, but I feel like it's too weak of an item to like reliably put on the field unless you just have a great crit synergy. But I think it's too expensive, and we're not winning reliably enough to actually make that happen. Reload all your and charge them. Just small ammo. Okay, that's not gonna work. Coral armor is a decent item. Unfortunately, this one's bronze. And unfortunately, we probably don't have a... Like, I'd probably rather run 2 seashells right now than a coral armor. And maybe at some point we can find something better than the seashell. But 2 seashells is probably good enough for us right now. And life preserver is kind of... If it was a silver life preserver, maybe. But it's already too far behind as a bronze life preserver, I think, to be of any use to us anymore. Okay, can we beat Scoville? Scoville does burn, and we have a lot of shield, so I'm thinking yes. Scoville is tough. Even if we lose to Scoville, it's not the end of the world. He has so much. Oh, this was a mistake. We're gonna lose. I forgot how strong he was. He is so crazy strong. But we have a lot of shield going already. It's not good. It's really not good. Yeah, we're dead. At least we got almost all the money from it. And we still level up. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I forgot how strong Scoville is.
Now this is how you win a war. This isn't our moment, but I'll be here when it is.
Okay, shield Oh, if we had had this last run... I didn't even know this was a skill. This is like the first time I've ever seen this skill. None of these are good enough. Like, this one's okay. Especially because of Pearl. But I think I just reroll and hope for something better. First time you use a large item, burnt. When you use a tool, items adjacent to it get 3% crit chance. Is this a tool? It is. That's not a tool. That's not a tool. It's not a tool. This is the only tool. I think it's very likely that we're going to have less health than our opponent for a while. And we're not using fishing rod enough, so this is probably better. This would be better maybe if we already had water wheel, but I can't guarantee we're going to get water wheel. That's unfortunate. All those skills were just not very good for us. We're probably going docks again because we've still got Star Chart. Yeah, we made some bad decisions. And we're probably not... I mean, I'm still trying to at least get to 4 wins, right? Aquatic item is probably what we're going for. What do we get? That's not good enough for us. It is a weapon, though, so it gave us 20 more health. How's this guy doing? Okay, he's doing worse than us. So, there's a chance. I don't think we need to sell or change anything right now. I think we just hope that we could pull through here.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Okay, he's got lots of healing, which is kind of the counter to poison. But our poison scales decently hard. His healing seems to scale pretty hard, though. And his poison is actually scaling quite a bit, too. Well, not nearly as good as ours, but that's not really his build. I think we're just going to win. He can't get rid of all of our poison. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff to get a win there. Now we only need to get one more win to at least accomplish my goal of 4 wins. How we doing here? 143 poison on that. And 240 shield. 480 on both of those. Which didn't really matter because he wasn't doing like any damage to our shield. So something that's really good, enchantments on catfish. If we can find an enchantment on catfish, because the thing about catfish is its poison value scales a lot, right? And if you get an enchantment like burn gives it burn equal to how much poison you have, which also scales with as your poison is scaling. If it gets damage on it, it does like 10 times damage of how much poison you have. That one's probably the worst, but it's still a good amount of damage. And if you get like shielding, it's like 10 times shielding, 10 times healing. So a lot of enchantments on catfish are really good because catfish scales so hard. Now, we don't want weapons. Travel anywhere is interesting, but we don't have a lot of money. Oh, that's... Wait, what? Oh, we sold the other one of these. Right. Might as well sell that. We'll keep that for now, just in case we get more aquatic items. Do I do this? How much can I sell? We can really sell all this stuff. I still don't want to sell this just in case, but I think our build is pretty much established as being here. But we could probably easily at least sell 4, maybe sell like 12. Let's try it. Maybe we could get something really good. Buy small items. Could give us a chance at water wheel. Or do I look for the aquatic sales lady? It's only 1 for the first reroll. Temporary buff, not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. Sells items, buys your bronze tier items. We don't have any bronze tier items that we really want to sell too badly. See, now we should have just gone to Barcoon. Now it's all falling apart. I guess we go here. We could maybe get a pearl. Ooh. Shield 10 for each toy or each aquatic or toy item you have. So all of our items are aquatic. So it's kind of like a shell, but it also has haste. It would work with pufferfish pretty well. Would I just replace fishing rod? The problem is fishing rod is making sure I get haste on a catfish, right? This is just doing 2 random aquatic items. So I kind of don't want to get rid of fishing rod. Submarine, I think... I mean, submarine... We just don't have enough money. There's no way we could get enough money for submarine. The submarine with silencer is not enough of a build, but it's working in the direction of a build. Do I get beach ball? It's tough because we really need to make sure that catfish scales. I don't really want to take out both seashells. What if I took out jellyfish, though? No, jellyfish is... Well... So maybe I just take out pufferfish. Pufferfish is doing more poison than jellyfish. But if I take out jellyfish, then pufferfish becomes worse. Wait, no it doesn't, because we're replacing it with beach ball. Which beach ball gives us 2 hastes every time it goes off. Which is... I guess pufferfish is getting a lot of hastes off of jellyfish, though. Like a lot of charge procs. I don't think we can get rid of Pearl. Well, we could get rid of Pearl if we're not using jellyfish. But Pearl is just going to get better and better, whereas Seashell is not going to get that much better. This is tough. So we should sell that. How much does this cost? 16? I think it's time to give up on the double barrel. I'll keep the silencer just in case, but I don't think it's going to happen. Give me the beach ball, because it gives one more value to this thing. Or it gives two more value, actually. So, how am I doing? I think we go to the next day, or the next hour first. I don't have enough to reroll, so... I think we go see what else we might have an option to get. Trade health for power. I might do that, actually. I think we can always say no and just leave.
Sacrifice comes great reward.
Gain 25 regen. Okay, so I don't know exactly what all of these do. I have gotten this bow before. It doesn't work with our build, though, right? So we're probably not doing that. The thing about this bow is it has multi-strike, like 4 or something. So that doesn't work. So yeah, getting one weapon is not the play. This ritual dagger, I remember it not working with my build at all, but I think it gives poison. I think it's a weapon that gives poison, but I remember it having like a super... Actually, hold on. I remember there's a website called How Bazaar, which tells you what all items do. So now's the chance to look it up. Ritual dagger here. Ritual dagger is... I think it comes to you at gold. It deals 2 damage, and you gain regen for the fight equal to this item's damage. Okay, that's not good enough. And then let's look up this bow real quick. Runic double bow. And it gives it to you at diamond. So it deals 45 damage, has multicast 2, and deals double crit damage, and has lifesteal. So, I mean, it does a lot, but it doesn't work with our build. So I think it's not the play. I'm thinking the play is the regen. Because our problem right now is we put up a lot of shield, but like a poison build kind of does a lot of damage to us under the shield. And we don't really get any value. I don't know what... this seems to just give crit chance to an item, but we don't have a weapon. It would only give it to a weapon, so... Oh, it also enchants. It's an enchantment. And we don't have a weapon to put that on, so that's not the play. So I think we just go this, get a bunch of regen out of this. Because we're still decently early. We're at 25 more regen. Could win us a fight. Okay. We might go Trash Golem. I know Trash Golem has some poison stuff. And I'm not confident we could beat Loan Shark, so I think we're going to go Trash Golem. Let's figure out how we could get this beach ball in here. So, for sure, one of the seashells is coming out. Now, the question is... this might be weird, but I think taking out this, it loses us the immediate haste on pufferfish. But these both have 5-second cooldowns to get us 2 hastes. So pufferfish should still go off at the same time for the first one. So what's going to happen here is 5 seconds in, Beach Ball is going to... Oh, no, Beach Ball is going to give us 3 hastes. Because we're going to get 1 haste from Jellyfish. We're going to get 2 hastes from Beach Ball, which is going to give this 6 seconds of charge. So right when Beach Ball goes off, this is immediately going to go off. Then at 5 seconds also, Pearl is going to go off because everything has at least a 5-second cooldown here. We need to lower that, but Pearl's going to go off, give us another haste, charge us another 2 seconds. Also at 5 seconds, Fishing Rod's going to go off, haste Catfish, give us another 2 seconds. So this is going to be 5 seconds towards its next cooldown right at 5 seconds. And if it gets hasted, it might even be faster. And then Beach Ball has the chance to haste Catfish. So yeah, this is a good play. Clamera going off immediately was nice, but I think this is better. And we're going for Trash Gold. Hopefully we can get like a poison synergy. Oh, he's ammo items. Oh, never mind. Doesn't work then. Okay, he like slowed everything. This is a slow fight, but we're gonna beat him. Yeah, I still am not confident I could have beat Lone Shark. So it was probably decent to go here. So how did this go? Mostly because all the freezing and slowing, Catfish didn't go off as much. Pufferfish went off a lot more, so... It actually might be something... This went off 4 times, this went off 5 times. It might be something to putting Pufferfish all the way to the right, then. It's going off more than Catfish. But I can't exactly tell, because this was a weird fight with lots of freezing and slowing. We get this catapult. Honestly, just not good for us. But we could sell it. Okay, 6 gold from friends. Or a silver loot item. So this is 4 gold, essentially, at the least. Whereas this is 6 gold. I think we go for the loot item, because it could give us, like, poison or something. Let's sell this first, because we're not going to use that. Upgrade a bronze thing. Oh. So this is the one item we could have gotten that actually costs nothing, and we have no use for it. That's terrible news. I don't have a bronze item to upgrade. Oh, I guess I could upgrade the star chart. Might as well just upgrade the star chart. I don't know if it gives more benefits, because we're about to go to the docks, is the reason I just did that. I don't know if we get a better thing from the docks. Large items, we could go large items to potentially look for water wheel. I think we might just want to keep the shielded beach ball instead. Water wheel, I would maybe replace fishing rod, but then I don't know if what else I would replace. Because I'd need... Water wheel is large, fishing rod's only medium. I think we're going docks. Okay, yeah, it doesn't actually get any better, but it was worth the test. Anyways, like, what were we gonna use for the hammer? Unless we got a new item that was bronze, which we're so far in, we're probably not getting a lot of new bronze items. I think I'm going here, because we have a lot of gold, and we could potentially upgrade a lot of these things. Lighthouse... Cove is too big. We can't really fit Cove in. But we're definitely going Pearl.
I can feel our energies resonating.
And then can we get another upgrade? There's Beach Ball. So now it's going to do 3 items, which is even better for Pufferfish. It's an extra 2 seconds of Pufferfish charge. Does this shielding go up? No, the shielding does not go up, but that's okay. And then Barrel, unfortunately, Barrel is not an aquatic item, so it doesn't work with our build. But I do love Barrel. And we have a lot of like, Barrel and Pearl are really good together because Pearl just goes off a whole bunch and just charges Barrel really fast. We really need to decrease our cooldowns somehow. Because everything has to wait for 5 seconds before we start our build. We need to figure out how to change that. Okay, where are we? This guy's... So this guy has the same number of wins as us, but he's lost more higher day fights. So he probably lost his last fight, which might mean he's currently weak. And I feel like we're okay. It might be close. I didn't figure out yet if pufferfish should go over here instead of catfish. For the extra 2 poison. I think it is actually better. So here's my reasoning. Catfish is getting 6 flat poison, right? That poison is not based off of how much poison it has. So the 2 poison is a 20% increase to pufferfish, but it's less than a 20% increase to catfish because after 2 hastes, catfish has already gotten less poison out of it. It's maybe the math. It's very complicated math that I don't feel like doing. Now jellyfish, I think jellyfish is going to go off less than pufferfish. I think we've already established that. So let's go.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Alright, how's this person looking? Ooh, they got full lifesteal build with flagship. Lots of crit chance, too. That flagship could, like, insta-kill us. Ow. We're dead in one more salvo, I think. Yeah.
Like a boulder. I flow like a
Dang, really? He was getting so much haste. All from these dive weights. Yeah, catfish still did more poison than pufferfish. But pufferfish is going off more, so I think the 2 poison there is worth it. Dang, that's rough. Yeah, he just had too much damage. And the lifesteal. Yeah, right now we're not really equipped to deal with a build like that, I don't think. Okay, we got an aquatic shop or an upgrade. We don't want to upgrade a bronze item, so that's not going to happen. We got another piranha, so we could sell that. But I think we're going aquatic shop, because all of our items are aquatic.
All of this is like a gift from the sea.
Okay, fishing rod. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna give us gold items instead. Not a whole lot of value. Fishing rod is kind of falling off because fishing rod doesn't actually get any better. It's a shame. There's flagship. Okay, we got jellyfish. Might as well just do this. So jellyfish is just gonna permanently be hasted.
Little secret. You're the only air breather I like.
Submersible. It's just not gonna happen anymore. I know I said this last time, but I think now it's actually just not going to happen. Because the only thing we saved for it is silencer. And we don't have a vehicle. We could buy the flagship, but then silencer doesn't work if we buy the flagship. So I don't think that's the play. I was really hoping for a few more upgrades. Because we could have sold some stuff to get like an extra seashell or a pufferfish. Or get something to diamond here. Dang. We didn't get a lot of power, but we got a little bit of power. I guess actually we didn't get any power from fishing rod. We only got power out of jellyfish. We're probably just going docks again. Docks will level us up to 7. Get us some more gold.
Let's take the tyrant's whole kingdom.
Okay, upgrade a silver or lower item. I wish I knew what the pufferfish upgrade did. Oh, I can look it up. Genius. Okay, pufferfish. At gold, its cooldown goes down to 9 seconds instead. Which just means it's going to go off a lot more. It doesn't get anything else. And the only other thing we could upgrade is seashell, which should go up to 20 per aquatic item. let's check for cert. Seashell. Yeah, seashell goes up to 20, and that's it. I think pufferfish is better. So the reason that I think pufferfish is better is because here, let me pull up everything again. So pufferfish is better because if pufferfish goes off more, that means that pearl goes off more. So we actually get more shield out of pufferfish being upgraded.
Ooh, the keener the blade.
And we also get more poison, obviously. Okay, Ghost Pepper, I already said I hate fighting Ghost Pepper. I don't know what Sergeant Suds could give, but I think we just fight Chili Charles and hope for the best. Obviously, Chili Charles freezes a lot. But my rule of thumb is if I'm 2 levels behind in the later game, if I'm 2 levels behind a high level enemy, I can probably beat it, especially if I'm confident in my build. If I'm more than 2, like if it's 3 levels, then I don't even try. But I think we can win. I think our build's pretty good. Okay, pufferfish getting frozen sucks, but pufferfish gets a lot of its speed from being charged. He's got a lot of freezing going on. So he's just trying to stall us. He does no damage. So we're getting free shielding for the sandstorm, but it's not going to matter because we already have too much poison on him. He can't survive that much poison. Okay. I need to remember, Chili Charles is only playing defensive. He's freezing and getting shields and healing. He's doing nothing else. Yeah, pufferfish getting a lot of value. And the value of pearl is actually just going up because of pufferfish. That's great news. What do we get here? Ice cream truck. When you use another non-weapon item, charges 1 second. That would actually work for us. It's kind of like us trying to slot water wheel in. But I just don't have enough room for it. Okay, hold on. Just 1 second. I'm going to fill up my water. And then we'll continue. Okay, I am back. So, yeah, I don't think we can use ice cream truck. So it's probably just going to be a sell. It would be pretty decent. It does freeze 2 items. The problem is can I really give up... Like, what else would I be giving up? Maybe seashell? Seashell and fishing rod? To just do, like, infinite freezing? This isn't even adjacent items. This is just any items. That might actually be worth it, actually. I've never really done a freeze build, but whenever I lose, it's usually to insane freeze builds. And, like, Pearl is going to charge this like crazy. Pufferfish is going to charge that like crazy. We're losing a little bit of poison on Catfish to get freezing 2 items a whole bunch. I think it's worth it. Let's sell some of this garbage. Okay, we gotta remember, we got 12 gold sitting right here. So is our organization how we want it? Should pufferfish be next to jellyfish? Oh, the only bad thing is we lose some shield from beach ball here too. But I think I still want to try this. Alright, what's going off more, beach ball or pufferfish? I think pufferfish might be. So then pufferfish making I mean, jellyfish probably already has infinite haste after like 10 seconds. So maybe it doesn't even matter. But so we don't need that. That we don't have a transform item, but we maybe could make use of it on like the silencer. But we're just gonna go here and see if we could get an upgrade for one of our items. Fishing net could get us more piranhas, but I don't think we care. What is this? When you slow, gain 5 regen. At the start of each hour, get a coconut or citrus. I don't actually know what a citrus does. I know a coconut adds value to an item. None of this is good for us, though. And this doesn't really work with our build right now.
You're listening to your needs. That's good, I guess.
Medium items, we'd really only be looking for beach ball and pufferfish. I think we go mountain pass and maybe get some income. The XP is not quite enough. We'd still be 1 XP short of getting to level 8. So I think we just take income because we're about to go to the next day anyways. Okay, how's this guy doing? This guy's doing terrible. Hopefully we can win and just assure our four wins right now. If we lose, we're still fine. We're not even on second chance yet. But I would just like to win this. What's he doing? Oh, what is this? When you destroy an item. I don't have 5 small items. Oh, he still destroyed my jellyfish, though. Oh, he destroyed my other... He keeps destroying my items, but I don't think he has the damage to actually kill me ever. Okay. We still got away with it. I don't know what else he had that was destroying items. I'm a little bit confused as to how that was happening. If your enemy has it... Oh, 5. I thought it was if I had 5 small items. Destroy an item every time that goes off. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, good thing. So this is not very representative because jellyfish died immediately and catfish also died not that long after. This went off 6 times and froze 12 things. Was it good enough? I don't know, but it worked and it got us to 4 wins, so I'll take it. Alright, again, we're going to Kina again. I don't know if we can even find Ice Cream Truck because it's a Pygmalion thing, so we might need like a actual node that just upgrades an item to ever get an upgrade to Ice Cream Truck, which we should look up Ice Cream Truck because I've never used Ice Cream Truck. Ice Cream Truck, okay. So if we can upgrade it to Diamond, it freezes 3 items. I mean, we definitely want it upgraded. But which ones have higher value? Pufferfish and beach ball probably have the two highest value at the moment. Although it's more likely that we find a pufferfish or a beach ball, and almost impossible that we find another ice cream truck to upgrade ice cream truck with. Anyways, all this is not gonna happen. Also not gonna happen.
I suppose you'll go by a weapon. Full sail, my boy.
Okay, what do we got? Burn skills, slow skills, so neither of those work for us, so I guess we're just going with gold skills. When you poison, your items gain crit. That's probably what we're going to go with. The first time you use a large item. Haste 3. Okay, so this does count as using. Haste 3 items for 3 seconds is big. These are two really good buffs for us, huh? Because haste is strong. Ice cream truck's going to go off at about 5 seconds. I think ice cream truck is going to pop. Because 3 items have 5-second cooldowns. And pufferfish is also going to go off at that time. So yeah, ice cream truck goes off at 5 seconds. So at 5 seconds, we would haste everything for 3, or haste 3 items for 3 seconds. Or get a bunch of crit chance going. The thing is do we poison often enough? Like, catfish stacks up a lot of poison, but it's really only going off like 4 times. 4 or 5 times. So let's say 5 times. So this 10% crit chance from that. This is maybe going off the same. So 10, 20, and this is going off the most. At like maybe 10 times, so that's maybe another 20. So we're getting maybe 40% crit chance by the end of a fight. But this at 5 seconds procs. And then we get the full value of it at 5 seconds. I think we just take this. Because if this hastes catfish, it's great. Yeah, we just take that. Okay, sharpening stone does nothing. Do we have any medium items to sell? Not really. Oh, we got a random golden yeti crab. Gives 3 poison to everything, but we can't afford to get rid of jellyfish, which is probably the only thing I would get rid of. Because unfortunately, jellyfish does give pufferfish a bunch of buffs. So I think we just go mysterious port. Burn items, that's not good. Do I bother to get this? This is crazy, but I don't think we can do it. Because all of our items are aquatic items. They'd all have 10% less cooldown. The problem is its burn is adjacent item, so I guess I could put the ice cream truck on the other side because it's not an aquatic item. But it's too big, like it's just not gonna fit. I'd have to get rid of too much, it's not gonna work. Do I even bother to get this? Probably not. How much heal value is this at? 24, so it would have... That's not good enough, right? Do I even bother rerolling? It's a lot of money to probably not find anything useful. I think I just leave.
Fire's not for everyone. Perhaps you're more of a frostling.
Okay, we got Bouncer Tron. Again, I don't really know what these other ones could give. I think I'm just going to go Bouncer Tron because the most XP. And this should be a good example of how our build works, because I don't think anything can explode here. I don't know if he slows very much, but even if he does, we'll see how good Captain's Charge is here.
Fight check failed. Initiating attack program.
Oh yeah, he does this. And this is scary. So we don't want this fight to last long. But our freezing is actually really good against this Gatling gun. Okay, he just did a lot of damage. We might die right here. Oh, yep, that killed us. He was one tick away. It was a 72% chance to crit or something. So there was a chance that we don't die to that hit. Yeah, we're just not getting quite as much shielding now because the ice cream truck isn't giving as much to the beach ball. And obviously the seashell's not in the build anymore. But how's the build looking? Pufferfish is doing the most. I think this is still correct. We maybe could have changed our build just for... If I had remembered exactly what Bouncertron did, I maybe could have just replaced Ice Cream Truck for just this fight to have more shielding capabilities, but... Haste item. Or medium items. I have a decent amount of money, but I'm only looking for beach ball and pufferfish. I guess maybe a fishing rod? Because a fishing rod could, in theory, give me a catfish or a jellyfish. I guess it could also give me a pearl. And if I got a diamond of any of those, that would be good. Currently, getting gold versions of those doesn't do anything for me. Or I could just get a haste item. But what haste items could I get? I think catfish counts as a haste item. Shielded ball is a haste item. I think pufferfish counts. Jellyfish counts. So all of those, but we're just getting one item, whereas this I get to choose from a shop. I think I want to choose an item.
Sale, no sale. I want what's right for you.
That's not going to do it. This is kind of good, but we do have freeze. We don't have burn and we don't have slow, so it's probably not good enough. Spyglass has always seemed like a crazy item to me, but I can never, like, justify getting rid of something in my build for Spyglass. So we got nothing.
See that mountain? That's Paul. He might have what you need.
Probably just getting a free loot item because we don't want weapons. And a random item might as well just be a free loot item. Okay, we got some choices. Might just be Feather for the 4% cooldown on everything. We could get 3 poison on something, which is decent. I think like 6% on one item or 4% on everything. I think I just go 4% on everything. It's just going to make everything just work a little bit faster, right? What we really need is like cooldown reduction. So I think this is the plan. Okay, pufferfish went down by 0.4. Yeah, just everything's a little bit faster with all the charging and all the haste. Like, that's big. Do I have enough room for my fishing rod? I do. Alright, how's this guy doing? He's on last stand. So he's lost a little bit more than we have. And he's lost later fights a little bit more, so I'm decently confident here, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. He is only level 7 and we're level 8. He's also doing poison. Our build doesn't really know how to compete with poison except we freeze stuff. There's already 35 seconds of haste on that. It's close. He's got more poison on me. I just barely lose. Look, we both died the same tick, but he was doing more damage than I was. Oh wait, it gives you the win if you top. I always thought it gave whoever had less health the loss. But I guess since every time that happens, I've always been the one with slightly more health. So I always won, but now we know if you tie, if you die, then it's a tie, and a tie always goes to the player, I guess. That's good information to have. I didn't know that. I thought I lost that one. So here, like, jellyfish is not doing a lot of poison, but it's being hasted. How many times did it get hasted? It got hasted 23 times, which gave pufferfish a lot of buffs. This is actually pretty good, too. Because we have freeze and poison. If we could get that skill. Also, toxic injector. Like, he has a few more skills actually centered around poison. So it's kind of impressive that we went even with him. Can you slow down the battle portion? Not really. So here, we could replay it, but there's no, like, pause or anything. So we can watch it again, and maybe you can look for a specific thing you may have missed. But I can't, like, pause or slow down or watch it at a different speed. Like, if you're like, I lost right here, what happened? You could maybe see, like, oh, there was a crit right there, or whatever. But you honestly just have to watch the whole fight over. And, I mean, the fights take less than a minute. So if you know what you're looking for, you can probably find what happened. But sometimes there's so much going on that even though you get to rewatch it, it might be too hard to see what actually happened. But the more and more you play the game, the more experienced you're going to be with, like, understanding what's actually going on the screen. So on a rewatch where you know what you're looking for, you're going to be pretty likely to actually find what you're looking for. The replay is new, by the way. They didn't used to have the replay, which is a very good change. I think we're going to this guy. He could give us... It doesn't do charge. But he could give us a lot of our items, whereas the random aquatic item is not really worth that much. Oh, we did get this guy. Oh, we don't have any burn. That doesn't work. I think we visit the shop.
Living in your future. No, I won't tell you what happens.
Okay, nothing there. There's Water Wheel, but it's a little bit late for Water Wheel now. I think we committed to Ice Cream Truck. I'm keeping Ice Cream Truck. But Water Wheel would probably slot in where the Ice Cream Truck is instead to give us... It makes our poison better, right? Water Wheel makes us do more damage. But Ice Cream Truck, I think, gives us the defense we need. Because what we're going to die to is, like, one-shot builds. And super strong... just like weapon builds, I think, are the primary thing. And anyone who can do more poison than we can is probably going to kill us. And freeze is what's going to help us prevent that. Alright, what do we got? Gumballs are not that valuable for us, because the damage ones don't do anything. The crit ones give us a little bit of crit, but I think we go medium items and hope we find something we want.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation.
It's just not there. We could get the shovel to have extra things to sell, but... Oh, this is the thing that makes an adjacent item an aquatic item. And this is actually pretty decent. But we don't get enough of a benefit out of making the ice cream truck aquatic. If this was a small item, I might do it and replace Pearl. But it's too big. We would get a little bit of benefit out of making the ice cream truck aquatic, but it's not good enough.
Hey, that's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
Alright, I have never killed Death Knight Reaper before. Have I played Inscription? I have not played Inscription, but I did watch it when it came out quite a bit. It looked okay. I maybe would have played it, but I watched enough of it that I just decided not to play it. I heard that people really liked it. It just looked kind of average to me, but... Do I try and fight Death Knight Reaper? I don't know what Death Knight Reaper does. I just know that he kills me every single time. How are we looking? Even if I lose this day, I'm still not on last stand. So it might be worth it to try and kill Death Knight Reaper. Let's try it. And afterwards, I'm going to analyze what he does so I can try and remember in the future what this guy does. Oh, right. He has the super lifesteal Mega Scythe. Freeze is actually going to be fantastic against him, huh? Okay, there goes all of our health. If the scythe goes off again, we die. Okay. Right. I remember why this guy kills me every single time. Okay. The first time you fall below half, remove freeze. Oh, he removes freeze. And he okay, yeah, so our build was not a good idea to fight this guy. He's anti-statuses all over the place. Your weapons have crit chance, and when you use a weapon with lifesteal, freeze a smaller item. See, I mean, he's just tough, right? He's just good. We didn't have enough shielding. I mean, even some runs where I have a lot of shielding, this guy just kind of murders me. Because he's got a 100% crit chance. He hastes the scythe. And then he just lifesteals too much. Yeah, I should probably avoid him more often. Hopefully I can remember what makes him good. It seems like the only way to beat him is like a one-shot build. If you have a build that can do 3,000 damage to him in one hit, then you might be able to win. What do I want here? Let's sell some of these nerds. Okay, crit chance. What do I want to be critting? Not the beach ball, for sure. Probably the puffer fish. Granted, it's not... It might only crit once a fight, but it's something. Health and shield. We can't even... Like, beach ball's not going to be very common at that. Maybe we could get a pearl. Starting the next fight with shield might be the play. Just because... otherwise, I guess chocolate bars. We have a lot of money. I should just go chocolate bars. Alright, silencer. It's time to go. I don't think I'm going to put seashell back in, so I think that's what it is. Chocolate bars are 900 shield. Let's go chocolate bars. Ooh, we got Finn. Or small items. Finn gives us max health. I'm going to go Finn, actually, because buffing our shield items would be a good idea.
Food is life. Our bodies are just containers for...
Because that's a 33% upgrade to Pearl and a 20% upgrade to Beach Ball. Okay, how's this guy doing? He's also not doing very good, but he's not on Last Stand, which means he's been winning recently quite a bit. He's also already level 10, which I might be level 10 if I didn't mess up. If I didn't fight what's-his-face. Death Knight. So I think there's a good chance we lose this fight, but... even if we lose, we still don't hit Last Stand, so we're in an okay
I
spot.
may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
I will leave you alive to learn the lesson.
He's got 2 diamond items. Oh my. This is gonna be scary.
I take no apprentice.
Yep, he one-shot us. This thing killed me in 1 hit because it crit. That's unlucky. Alright, what is this guy? Oh, I've seen this guy before. So Kina's good, but we might as well go to Hattie. Because Hattie you don't get very often.
Spin. It will be.
It's a skill, I think? Is that how that works? Get a diamond tier skill.
Now you'll win the hammer game for sure.
The first time you fall below half each fight, heal 30% of your max HP and cleanse half. Oh, that's great.
More coin.
That is great for our build. That means that other burn and poison builds are going to really struggle to beat us. Okay, this kind of sucks. I don't need any weapons. And I definitely don't need a Cinder. So I guess we're just going to go here and transform this random Eluso Ray that we got. Okay, don't accidentally make a mistake and click on the wrong item. Okay, the Eluso Ray. That's useless. Alright. Void Golem. Void Golem, like, blows up all your items. And he has an item called Caltrops that does damage to you every time you use an item. And we are going to use a lot of items. If we were 10, I'd be pretty confident we could beat him. But we're not. Property Baron also murdered me the last time I fought him. I don't know if we could beat Voigl, because our whole thing is that we're spamming items. And we're freezing items, but we can't freeze the Caltrops. I don't think that does anything. Or, like, it might freeze the Caltrops, but I don't think they actually are affected by it. Because they just go off when I use an item. So I think he's just going to murder me because I use too many items and I don't get enough shielding. And even with this new skill that's pretty great, it only gives me a little bit of health back. I think I just play it safe and fight the hulking experiment. Because Property Baron just has a whole bunch of stuff to deal with properties, and we don't have any properties. Actually, is this a property? No, it's not. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, none of the stuff he gives is going to be very useful to us. Okay, so again, we're going to cleanse a whole lot of these debuffs when we hit half health. So... Okay, we already cleansed them. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think anything we can get from here is really going to be good.
We barely got our flags up.
Yeah, that's literally nothing.
This is how you win a war.
Okay, level 10, we can get a damage effect, like I've talked about, for Catfish. Or enchant an item. I think the damage effect is probably the worst one. We gotta remember, Beach Ball's already enchanted, so don't do anything with that. I made that mistake a lot early on, where I just kept enchanting the same item over and over and overriding the enchantments. So I think we're just going for a random enchantment. Is the artist random? I don't know if it's random or if it does like a specific enchantment. I think it might be random. Is Catfish the best one? It's either Pufferfish or Catfish or Pearl. Because the thing about Pearl is going off a lot. Pufferfish is going off actually more than Pearl. Catfish, though, could get the most benefit out of any damaging thing or shielding or healing thing. But if it's like a slow or a charge or like a haste or something, then Pufferfish or Pearl is going to be the best. I think we just go Pufferfish because it's going off the most. What do we get? I don't know what that one is. It is slow one item for 2 seconds whenever it goes off. Not bad. It'll be useful. And then I think we go Finn again. We have a lot of money, though. I kind of just want to go Finn and get more Pearl, like Pearl charged up more.
Eat up, bulk up, get solid. That's
And we get max HP. Which max HP is pretty good for us because of this skill here. Poison item, probably not necessary. Chocolate bars could get us some max HP, but I think I want this. Just hope for an item that we can use. Nope.
You might try JJ's shop. Real friendly guy.
Okay, so if we lose here, we hit last stand. This guy's doing really good, so I think he's gonna make us hit last stand for sure. But, you know, maybe our freezing and now our slowing with Pufferfish is enough.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
He doesn't have any diamond items. Oh, he's... How's he doing that? Oh, he just had, like, he has a lot of charging. This is going to be a crazy one. He one-shot me with this thing! It has a 46% crit chance that it crit. That's just unlucky. So this guy's obviously just had this item since, like, day one and just charged it up like crazy. I can't believe he crit with the 46% crit chance. If he doesn't crit there, then we might stabilize enough to slow him down. But that's what it is. Okay, so I still go for the enchantments, so I think we're gonna do that. What do we got? Poison. So this is where I don't know, like, if I enhance Catfish with poison, what does that do? Like, is it good? Does it just double? I think it just doubles the poison, which is not... Well, maybe it's what I'm looking for, actually, because Does that increase the poison he gets from being hasted? I think it does. Or I think if I do it to Pearl, then Pearl would get 5 poison on it because it would get 10% of the shield value, which is probably not worth it. But doubling the poison on Catfish, if it actually does double after the +6s, then by the time this is going off like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th time, this is dropping like hundreds of poison probably. I think we try it. Otherwise, I don't really know what ice cream... Some things I've noticed won't let you do them. Like, I've tried it before where it's like, oh, I get a burn effect. I tried to pop an item in there, and it was like, no, you just can't put that item in there. So some things don't work. Like, I don't know if Ice Cream Truck will work. Well, maybe I can look it up in this How Bazaar thing. No, I still have Ice Cream Truck. Oh, I deleted it. Okay, yeah, if I apply Toxic, it just does 9 poison whenever it goes off. I guess that makes sense, because it's not a passive item. Catfish. This has double poison. So I think it'll do what I want it to do. So now I think we should swap Catfish over to the right instead of Pufferfish. Because now Catfish is getting, instead of just 2, it's getting 4. Okay, what do I want to do here? Do I bother looking for toys? Oh, that's a bummer. We got another gold jellyfish. Or do I just transform something? Wait. This is a toy. Oh. I mean, do we do that just because potentially getting the beach ball might be worth it? We have a lot of money. We did get the beach ball. So that now hastes 4 items whenever it goes off. Which is almost everything. Can it haste itself? It can haste itself. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, so it's doing almost all our items. We might as well reroll here and look for something else. Yo-Yo, we would have had to have gotten a long time ago. Who is... It's a Pygmalion item. When you sell this, get 3 chocolate bars. That's probably not worth it because we don't have any sell synergies. Alright, probably not a whole lot of reason to get the gumballs. See, now I wish I had the crit chance on Catfish, but I couldn't have known that it was going to go down like this. We could get a Catfish upgrade here, that would be big. No. Didn't happen. I have used dive weights before. For each adjacent, it reduces items cooldown by 1. This says multicast equal to its ammo. So unfortunately, it doesn't have a lot of ammo. I could potentially replace it from a jellyfish here. Because it would have a 6-second cooldown, and whenever it goes off, it would proc 3 haste. Well, the first shot would do 4 haste, actually. Then it would do 3, 2, 1. It's probably not going to go off all the times, but it would add a lot of hastes. Is that better than what the jellyfish is doing for us? The jellyfish just doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, but it's getting a lot of hastes. It's more of a question of which one is going to give us more hastes. I think the jellyfish, Because even before the jellyfish can go off, it's already getting hastes. It's close, though. This might be better. And it is an aquatic item. I think if I could upgrade dive weights... Maybe I should just buy dive weights. I think if I can upgrade it, it might be better. But right now, it's not. And the thing about dive weights is it can haste the ice cream truck. Alright, what do we got? I think we can beat Lord of the Wastes. He's not that strong. Oh, the other good thing about the dive weights is the dive weights could potentially hit the catfish. Maybe it is better. Because if the dive weights hit the catfish with the double poison, that's big. So this is only 6-second cooldown. Is this a toy? But it is aquatic, so it can be hit by beach ball. Let's see how good this is.
Let's release our joy and rage.
So this guy, his magic carpet goes crazy once he gets stacked up. So that's what we need to be careful of. But if we could freeze the magic carpet... Okay, dive weights has already gone off all the times it can go off.
The Outlander way is truth. Someday you will see.
Okay, let's see. 322 poison coming from this thing. Dive weights hit 9 things. So the thing, pufferfish does seem to have gone off less because of the dive weights. But let me look up dive weights real quick. Dive weights, as you upgrade them, the haste lasts for longer. And it doesn't get more ammo. So we'd need to get more ammo from, like, gunpowder or something. If we could get a single gunpowder, that I think the dive weights would be... I think this is better because of the catfish. But it's currently nerfing pufferfish a little bit. Because as you saw, the dive weights did hit its maximum amount of uses. Okay, when this is transformed, enchant it with restorative if able. Okay, we're probably going to look to transform that, because if we got, like, dive weights out of it or something. Hasted charge. I think we can look for hasted charge, right? Because we got so much haste, so much charge. Haste, charge. Everything has haste or charge.
I'm not a fitness trainer. I train your perception of...
First time you freeze each fight, haste one item. Okay, that's only once, though. This does all 4 items. Or this, not all 4. This does 4 items. The first time you haste each fight, freeze 1 item for 3 seconds. So both of these just give an extra haste. This one lasts longer, though. The only good thing about this one is, in theory, Catfish could get hit by Captain's Charge and Invigorating Cold at the same time, which would be better. But I think Captain's Charge being 4 items makes it more likely that it's gonna hit Catfish, which might be better. So, like, the potential is probably higher from going Invigorating Cold. Or I could reroll and just, like, turbo gamble here. Because I think the Captain's Charge is only, like, a kind of an upgrade. And Invigorating Cold, because it's random what it hits. It's good, but it's not the best. There's also a skill that Vanessa has that increases your ammo items by like 5 ammo. That would have been really good right here. But it's obviously not a haste or charge skill. I think I'm going to gamble because I think this is not as good as it could be. And I'd rather have a new skill. The first 5 times you use your leftmost item each fight, haste 1. Okay. I could shift everything so Pearl's all the way to the left. And procs that a whole bunch. The first 5 times you slow, haste 1 vehicle. The first time you use an item each fight, haste 2 aquatic items. I think it's this. I think we shift everything. This doesn't mess anything up, right? Oh, I forgot I now have some ammo. So I have regen from that, but it's not super good. So yeah, I think I go lefty-loosey, and then just Pearl is gonna go... Pearl usually goes off like 10 or 11 times. So the first 5 times it's just gonna haste an item.
Space and time are only suggestions.
Okay, regen, chocolate bars, or weapons. We don't want weapons. Chocolate bars is kind of not big enough anymore. So I think we just go regen. Okay, what do we got here? We can get any hero merchant, rare event, or spare change. Is this a... Yeah, this is a Vanessa item. It's really tough between these two. It's like try and get a Vanessa shop, or I guess a Pygmalion for maybe an ice cream truck. Or just gamble. I think the gamble has, I think, a much higher potential. Enchanted items.
Empyreans are here to guide you and sell you a few things.
It says double freeze duration. Is that better than the ice cream truck? Probably not. This could give ammo to the dive weights. But it's not an aquatic item. And I don't know what I would take out. Can't really afford to take anything out. Like dive weights is the only thing I can maybe take out, but it would be benefiting the dive weights. Haste some vehicle. This is a vehicle, yeah. So this would be guaranteed haste on the catfish. Every 2.5 seconds. What does this do? Oh, this just has double value. Is that better than the pufferfish? Because I think the pufferfish is what I would take out for this. It's close. It says double haste value as well. But the problem is the pufferfish is one of the things that's getting benefit from us hasting, right? But is guaranteed haste on the catfish worth more than the pufferfish? It might be. Because right now, we're just using a bunch of items that could maybe hit the catfish with haste, right? But if then all of a sudden we're guaranteed to have the catfish hasting with the double poison, it might be better than the pufferfish. Like, I think the catfish with permanent haste and guaranteed haste might put up more poison than the catfish and the pufferfish together right now. I think I gotta sell that. So this is pretty much like do or die moment, right? If we lose, like right after this, we do our final fight. If we lose, it's over. If we win, we get to go another day. It's rough because the pufferfish, obviously, we enchanted it was slow. There's no world where I get rid of Pearl and dive weights. So I think Pearl is too good with Lefty Lucy. And then am I hasting the beach ball? Probably. Because that means more haste.
Tell me, mortal. Like, what will you do with that?
Okay, we need to make sure there's an aquatic item next to dive weights, though. There we go. So it says 2.5 seconds. It hastes for 4 seconds. Oh, I didn't even realize that it wasn't telling me the doubled number. I thought 2 was the doubled number. So the reason that I wanted to do this was because it was taking 4.8 seconds or whatever for our build to get started. Now our build is getting started at 2.5 seconds. Kind of. It's hasting at 2.5 seconds, which is going to mean that this at 2.5 seconds is hasted, which means the rest of its cooldown is only going to take 1.4 seconds. 1.3 seconds. Wait, what is the actual math? Is 2.5 plus 2.3. It's going to take 1.15 seconds. So instead, at about 3 seconds is when our build is getting started. And it's guaranteed hastes for the catfish. Plus the beach ball is going to go faster, which is more likely to hit the catfish. I think this is way more poison. Dive weights is the only thing that I'm concerned about not being that good. But since we're no longer using pufferfish, there's no real reason to even use jellyfish. And dive weights could potentially hit catfish. And I don't need Pearl to be next to anything, right? No, I think this is the build. Well, we hope that this will work. Ice cream truck should go off faster now. Maybe. It's going to be close, because pufferfish was going off a lot. Well, let's hope and pray that we made the right decisions here. I would really like to get 2 more wins if we can. This guy's on last stand as well. He's doing just as good as us. He's 2 levels higher, though. This is going to be close.
Out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
We're going to do a lot of poison. He has 11,000 health. Oh my, I think we're dead. He has the Caltrops. We're going to kill ourselves to the Caltrops. No! Of course. Are you kidding me? This happens to me every time. I feel like I just hit like a hard counter build to what I'm doing. Like, I just killed myself to the Caltrops. Because when this went off, the Caltrops hit me 4 times. It didn't even matter what the rest of his build was. The Caltrops did everything. That's unfortunate. If he didn't have caltrops, I think we win. Oh my goodness.
All of this is just training. Our real fight is on.
I feel like that happens so much to me where I run into like a counter build. But I guess like the 2 times that I've won, I did feel like I didn't run into any counter builds at all, and I just kind of got to win fights every single time. That's unfortunate. I think we made the right decision. How many gold skills did I get? Only 2? I think I made the right decision going with the wheel. But I think there was no way we were going to beat the Caltrops guy. Even if I kept Pufferfish in. Pufferfish is just another thing that's going off a whole bunch. We just died to that guy. Unless I didn't pick a defense against Caltrops. I was just hoping that we would win. So yeah, that happened, I guess. We do have a chest to open. I always forget where to go to open these chests. That was tough. We had potential. Our build at the end there was actually pretty good. Ooh, we got 60, which actually made up for the last one where we got 35. Bomb Squad. I don't even have Dooley, but I think Dooley might be the first character that I buy. So anyways, I'm 150 away from a new character. I'll probably get it on my own in the next week or so. And then we might play Bazaar again next week. I'm not really sure. It turned out that... well, I guess let me finish up this video first. So yeah, there's our ranked run for the day. I think it was an unfortunate loss, but I'm going to keep trying. I might try and use some of my rank tickets as well to make sure I can get some more gems and actually unlock a character. But yeah, there's our ranked run for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we might be back with some more Bazaar in the future.